Hello, 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 YouTube family. A very warm welcome to another special webinar. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'll be your financial analyst for today. I hope you all guys are doing well. Let me know how was your week, especially because there were in the financial market a lot of financial market news happened. We had CPI, we had PPI, we also had European Central Bank interest rate decision. So there were a lot of market moments which happens in the market, which we can use in terms of higher profitability for us in all aspect of trading. Not in FTT, not basically in FTT, but as well as in forex, you could have gained amazing profit. Unfortunately, in last week I was not able to take the webinar, but sincerely for today it is really I believe there was the major update that I wanted to show you in the last week, so it could have yielded you a good profitability in the recent CPI, but unfortunately anyway, so I'll tell you what happened in the existing financial market. We'll be talking about market in financial market, especially in detail one. Let me know, team. I'll be reading your chats as well. How's your overall trading going on so far? I'll be reading your comments parallelly. If you are facing any inconvenience here regarding trading, please let me know and tell me how was your week. Is it like FTT worked out well for you, or is it forex that you are more inclined on learning about? For today, as usual, we'll be talking about some good trades which we have taken over the course for a complete week, and I'll be telling you what will be happening in the financial market, especially in the next week. Next week is very exciting, team. I'll give you a little glimpse how you will be able to maximize your potential, especially for next week, because we have a lot of news lined up. We have Fed interest rate decisions coming up on next week on 20th. After that, we have the most important news, which is regarding Japanese yen. Now all you can see is Japanese yen is trending around 147, which is a slight level of resistance. We can see it in here. Unless and until Japan took a very good monetary policy decisions, it would be hampering performance of yen, and it's been completely. If you can see the price of USD JPY is around 147. It may can close to its all-time high around $151, 151 yen per dollar. Now we have a lot of news lined up for us. Unfortunately, there was some news which we could have gained a very good profit. Although yesterday I was having a lot of sessions with my clients, and we discussed about the probability of gold Asia Composite Index, Euro USD. I'll be talking you in detailed manner about all these things. Let me read your comments, team. You can ask me anything if you want, especially regarding trading. And if you are facing any inconvenience, we have our chat team, our call team, which are working continuously to help our client and trade efficiently well. Okay, so let me just read your comment. Okay, so Mr. Rao said, I lost my money, please help me, and solution please. I'm very sorry for your loss, Mr. Rao. I'm really am. Probably there are certain things that we are lacking in trading, so be very careful, team. Now when we are into the trading part, we have to understand market. So there are always three questions that I usually used to ask myself before I started my trading journey. The first is, what is trading? Second is, how we gonna do it? And the third one is, why we are doing it. Now we know this, why we are doing trading, to make money in the financial market. But as an investor and trader, my main objective is to teach you how to make money in the financial market. You have to understand financial market is full of all uncertainties. But if you are able to tap it existingly in an efficient way, believe me, it can give you amazing results. I'll be talking about those trades which I have taken. And in case you, team, if you are an advanced and expert status clients, I will highly recommend you to join our one-on-one, our colleagues personal sessions. They are being exclusively conducted for you to help you out maximize your profit. In order, we will try everything in our end to help you understand how financial market works, and it can work out in your favor a lot of times. We just need to understand market, and that's all. It's not difficult to make money in financial market. Mr. Raut, I would highly recommend you to join our personal consultation. We have a loss compensation system based on, there will be a different, it basically depends from clients to clients, where we basically tell them how we will be able to recover fund over the course of duration. Okay, let's move ahead. Trading Survivor, hello sir. Rajaji, hello. Parvesh ji, hello. First time live attendee. Okay, I'm very happy that you have joined this live webinar. I'm very happy to see you all guys together. I will be reading your comments if you have any question particularly to ask me. And for today, we'll be taking some live trades in my trading account. I'll be telling you what can be an upcoming market situations and how we will be able to maximize our potential on this one. Okay, so I just got another one. I would like to know the secrets you are using to become consistently profitable with FTT. Mr. Jossi, as I told you, trading basically comprises of two ways of understanding market. The first way of understanding market would be technical analysis, and the second one, we use it as a fundamental analysis. Now I love taking trades using fundamental analysis because this has been amazing. This has been given me an amazing results over course of my journey. I've been working here from last 5 years, and like I started my trading when back in the time when I was like around 19 or 20 years old. So a lot of things will be happening. Stay tuned with us. I'll be telling you how you will be able to profit yourself in the next week. There is a special Excel sheet, if you can see, I have created here just to give you a little glimpse how efficiently we would have made profit in CPI. It contains the data of like around 1.5 years. We'll be talking about that. Let's read your comment once again. Please teach me how to trade in fixed time trade. Sure sir, definitely will be taking some live trades in my trading account. What's the name of the app to transfer from? Unfortunately, I didn't get your question, sir. Okay, you are first to join and you are happy. Okay, so Oppo Movie, I'm very happy that you feel it like that. Parvesh Sheikh ji said, Horizon strategy helped me to recover losses. My profit percentage improved. Now keen on learn kind marketing. Definitely will be talking about kind marketing. It's amazing, and kind marketing strategy is something which you can use in fixed time trade and forex. So yeah, today is no secret. We'll be using kind marketing strategy. I'll be telling you how parabolic and moving average, convergence and divergence, that is MACD, will be using these two ways to make money. Remember, this no trading time can be perfect. So make sure as a trader you free your mind and then take trades with an open hand, right? You need to be very careful while taking trades. And which brings me to our another question. So dear team, there's one thing which I want to tell you effectively from my end. Now I want to inform you that trading in financial market involves a very high risk and may lead to partial or complete loss of invested funds. I would therefore like to inform you that all actions performed by me on my trading account are based on my experience, and repeating these actions, you act at your own discretion. Let's move ahead now. Let's talk about financial market first. Financial good market news I'll be talking about now. I'll be showing you my live trades there, and yeah, there are a lot of things that I especially want to talk with you guys. Okay, so let's start with market analysis first. So one of my favorite asset, it's Asia Composite Index. If you look at Asia Composite Index price and watch it very closely, what you can observe is this: any price for Asia Composite Index below 5910 level, it's a very good level of buying for Asia Composite Index. Let me draw an horizontal line in here, and we will able to find out this level can act as a very good level of support. It multiple times supported this price. At some time it broke down this level, but majority of the time what we can find out, this level act as a very good level of support. And here taking a trade with the moderate set of multiplier can help you in much broader perspective. What I did, and so as my many clients during the consultation, we talked about this, and if you watch it very closely, the price was below this 5910 level, and we know for sure there was a very high probability for market to rise from this price. So in fact I'll show you my trade on this one. So this is the trade which I have taken on 12th of September. I open up the trade for 23 hours, and it yielded a profitability for around $1,008. I know the risk was little on the higher side, but I was very confident about this opportunity because I have been taking trades on this specific asset from a very long time. This is the first one. Okay, so we have some consistent comments in here from Mr. Naveen. How news affect the market? Can you show me how to check and how to understand news? Yeah, I'll show you, Naveen ji. Don't worry about that. We will be talking about that. That's what the first part of this YouTube webinar will be completely dedicated in understanding what are the upcoming market updates and how we will be able to maximize these situations for us. Okay, we have another question from Mr. Mohit. Very difficult to trade in forex. Can you tell me how to put stop loss and take profit? Yeah, you see, the beauty, Mohitji, lies in selecting stop loss and take profit because we have different set of multiplier, that means leverages. Now if you are efficiently able to work out with these leverages, I believe you will be able to maximize your profit in forex. We were on Asia Composite Index. Let's complete the financial market news and then we will be coming or jumping down to the live trading part. So Asia Composite Index, it yielded us a very good profitability in FTT, but not only on FTT, but I believe I also have taken trades in forex and made a good or generous amount of profit in it. So probably within couple of days I was able to make like around $1,600 profit, especially in it. So here is my trade. Okay, so let me just switch to the trade of around $2,000 which I have taken. Okay, the same trade which I have taken on September 12, it closed on this very same day. I ended up making around $563 profit, but here since the amount of impact was very high, so what I did, I closed this trade as soon as possible, like around 28% profit, and then I switched to another trading account of mine, sub account of mine, and started taking trades in here. Let's switch it. Yeah, can you see this $300 trade which I have taken and made like around $180 profit. So overall Asia Composite Index happens to be a very good one for us. Okay, so Nadeem ji, yeah, a warm welcome to the webinar, Nadeem ji. Very happy to see you in the live webinar session. Okay, after Asia Composite Index, we have couple of news lined up for us. One of the major impactful news which we have seen was regarding CPI, which was released day before yesterday. Now remember, team, consumer price index is an inflation indicator and is one of the biggest indicators which US heavily relies on, because the economic policies are being made on consumer while watching the consumer price index. Now if the consumer price index is increasing, that means the inflation has been increasing. Now in order to curb the inflation down, US policymakers, that means Jeremy Powell, has to increase the interest rate in order to curb inflation. For today, let me just show you what happened in the financial market and how I have maximized my profit on this one. Okay, let's just watch it together, team. We'll go to economic calendar and select 13th of September. Scroll it down, and what you can observe here, We have consumer price index data, out of which two of the data are neutral and two of the data seems to be green. Now there is a difference between core CPI and CPI values. What you can observe is two datas are green and two datas are neutral. Now this is the exact same incidence happened on February. I believe on February 14th the CPI data was released, and if you watch it very closely, it's the exact replica of this data team. Core CPI 0.4, both of the datas are equal and two of the data are supposed to be green. This is due to this exact situation. If you watch it very closely, on 14th of February, if you select any USD pair, let's just select USD JPY for the sake of understanding it. We go to USD JPY and let's just select the graph for 30 minutes. I just really wanted to show you this important update, because after that I'll be switching to my live trading part. So let's just understand this, what happened in the financial market and how I was able to maximize my profit on this one. Okay, so we need to shuffle our data on 14th of February. Let's just watch the candle. Dear team, it's very important and you will get to know how financial market works and how we do basically reverse analysis. This is what we are doing. We call this process as reverse analysis. Okay, so we need to shuffle our data on 14th of February, the 13th, I believe 14th of February. Yeah, it was there. It's a doji candle, team. If you watch below the candle, there is a timing written, which is 14/2/2023, exactly around 7. The data strike time was just 7 p.m. This is according to the Indian Standard Time. And the candle formation was doji. Can you imagine what happened this time? Same data was there. On 13th of September, data was exactly like this. And if you watch the candle, let's just watch the candle. This is 13th of September candle, and look at this. 6 p.m. was the data release time. And the candle formation was doji. And that's where we took an advantage of the situation, because here there was rejection in from both the ends, and I believe I have taken a trade on this one. Okay, so I'll need to switch to the account where I have taken the trade, but I would love to show you the trade on this one. Can you see this? This is the exact moment where we have taken the trade. I wish I could have been able to watch it, grab the candle from the bottom end, but the entry was good. I went with the expiration term of higher duration, around 37 minutes duration on the recovery side, because we know that if there was a rejection from both the ends, that means it has to recover, and it did. We ended up making like around $100 FTT profit in here. The second thing what happened, because if you watch it very closely, I'll give you some glimpse about the financial market for today as well. Let's go ahead on gold. So what happened on gold when the price of yesterday, I believe European Central Bank increases the interest rate. So gold, any price for gold which is very close to 1900 level can act as a very good level of support, and it did happen like that only. So here, while yesterday European Central Bank as well as producer price index data were released, let me just show you here yesterday's data. So we see producer price index data were released, and both of these data seems to be green. Now since both of the data seems to be green, that means USD has to increase. There's a high probability for USD to rise. That means Euro USD will be working exactly opposite of this data. Can you see this? European Central Bank release time and then this data. That means Euro USD was crumbling down. This gives us a higher edge on what? On gold. Because gold was very close to its bottomest level, around 1900 level. And I believe I have taken a trade on that one exactly around $600. If you watch it very closely, I was able to catch that doji candle. See this, and went ahead with 2 hours and 26 minutes duration expiration time. All the major in news impact are there. This is what I have made. I have made more than, I believe, $1,000 profit yesterday. There is another thing that I wanted to tell you about, a quick market update regarding Bitcoin. So dear team, watch Bitcoin very closely, because if you watch it very closely, select the, so if you want to take trades in Forex, there is a quick update that I wanted to give you. Just switch the graph to 1 day and just zoom it out and watch what are the parts or the points on which you can see price bounces region. The region on which the price started bouncing, if you watch it very closely, can you see this? This level seems to be the support level, and then it went, first it was like the level of resistance, and then it basically turned into the level of support. Okay, watch it closely. Can you see this? Earlier 25,000 level was acting as a level of resistance, and once this resistance level was broken down, it acted as a level of support. Now this gives us an advantage to take a trade in upward direction, because there was a very good probability for Bitcoin to rise. Let me just check my trade, is it still active or not? Okay, so gold giving us a profitability, that's amazing. That means USD must be falling down, so we have to check USD JPY first. Okay, so watch it very closely. For the Bitcoin, we took the trade and the trade is still alive, and we are in the profitability of around 27%. Okay, let me read your comments, team. I believe I lost track of your comments. Jitendra ji said, can you explain for beginners? Sure sir, sure sir. We'll start with the beginner mode. Okay, I will take an independent session on how to take trades on economic candle. Let me know how many of you want me to tell you how to work up with these numbers, how to work with economic calendar numbers, because it's very beautiful and it's way easier to make money in financial market using these analogies. There is another update that I wanted to give you. In the next week, on 20th of September, this is one of the biggest data news releases for US. On 20th of September, we will have a news release for Fed interest rate decisions. Now remember, team, this is a very important point. I'm making it here now. Majority of the time, its actual value and forecast value tends to be equal. Majority of the time. The trick lies in here. Whenever Fed releases interest rate, there is a very high probability it tends to be equal. But if you click on this data and do the reverse analysis, go to the specific date and time on the asset, and you will see the price of dollar index. The price of dollar index, this is very important. The price of dollar index keep on decreasing when this data is about to release. The price of dollar decreases before impact in the market. So it started decreasing before 13 to 14, or at times I also have seen 16 to 17 hours before the news impact. This is exactly, I have taken a trade on basic dollar index in the last Fed interest rate decisions, and went with the expiration time of around, I believe it was around 8 to 9 hours. Took a trade in downward direction, and it yielded me a profitability, team. Dollar index keep on decreases when Fed releases their interest rate decisions. How CPI affect Tesla and other stocks? Sir, CPI value, Amir sir asked me this. Now, consumer price index is directly an inflation indicator, sir. That means during the inflation, if they are going to increase interest rate, because in order to curb inflation, there are two kinds of policy which has been taken. I'm talking in very detailed format right now. uh, when the consumer price index is on the higher side, that means inflation is on the higher side. Now not everyone earns the same amount of money. What happens in the financial market at that very moment, central banks have two policies to go with them. These are restrictive monetary policy and enhancement monetary policy. You can go it on Google and YouTube. You can go it on YouTube and Google monetary policy. What happens during the monetary policy? They have to stop people expenditure. They want people to save their money because there is a lot of money in the circulation. So in order to curb the inflation, they will try to attract you by giving you higher interest rate on saving accounts. If they try to give you higher interest rate on saving account, you will try to save your money in your bank. So that means there is one way that bank is regaining the excessive capital which has been flowing in the market. But the worst part is they will be decreasing your borrowing power by increasing interest rate when you go out to the bank and ask for the loan. Majority of the time industrial sector works on in the one borrowing power, and which resulted a lot of unemployment. You probably have seen Google, Tesla, Amazon as well. They try to reduce their staff when the interest rate decisions were taken. 12,000 people lost their job in a single day. This decision was taken by Google, and it was due to Fed monetary policy. We'll be talking about them in my personal meetings, dear team. And yeah, for today let's just stick to the trading strategy that we will be discussing, because the financial market is full of all the news right now. The second important news, this is the last one, and then we'll switch to the fixed time trading mode. Another major update will be released on 22nd of September. Bank of Japan will be releasing their interest rate. Now remember, the beauty of Bank of Japan interest rate decisions, because these guys never increase interest rate in a very long time. I'll show you here. So we'll go to economic calendar and we'll select 22nd here. Let's click on the time and we'll go to 22nd of September with GMT of plus 530, and we'll scroll it down. Now watch it very closely right now. So they usually tend to increase this interest rate early in the morning of from 8 to 8:30, but this time usually shuffles. And when you see JPY, majority of the time the candle formation for Japanese yen during Bank of Japan interest rate decisions, it is bullish, especially for USD JPY. I ended up making around 141% profit. That means I invested $100 and made around $1,400 odd dollars within half an hour. That's how important this data is. I would highly recommend you to analyze this. If you do not understand it, go to investing.com economic calendar and start analyzing these stats, dear team. It's very easy to understand this. I will, if you want, I can have a special session on this one, sir. Alright, let's move ahead on the trading part. So let's get back to our strategy. So all dear team, I know you were highly anticipating for this. Let's start our live session. So for today we'll be talking about a simple trading strategy, and it's one of my favorite one. It's way easier one. The name of the strategy is Kind Martin, and I believe this strategy is available to advanced and expert status client. If you are starter status clients, let me know. I'll tell you how to craft this trading strategy using different sort of indicators and oscillators. Okay. We have some comments coming up there. Reshma ji said, "Hi sir, can you be my mentor? I'm a beginner and I don't know how to trade. I need help." Dear traders and Reshma ji, I would like to tell you, we have a dedicated team working for you to help you out knowing how financial market works. And you will be able to trade very efficiently using these things by having a personal consultation with financial analyst. I will highly really recommend you to join our personal consultation and yeah, we can move ahead from that point. Abhilash ji, it's been a very long time. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, I'm doing great, sir. Thank you very much, Abhilash ji. We have some more comments lined up for us. Acha, one of the clients said, sir, please give me the name of the website where we can see the news update from market. Now, all the financial markets have a lot of sites. But there is one site which I majority of the time use is investing.com, and the second one is trading economics. These are the two most important sites where here I can easily see my interest rate decision, inflation data. This is for the advanced level of users where clients wishes to know more about the inflation rate, what is GDP. So you can read everything in here. Apart from this, investing.com, this is one of the best sites to check all the trading economic activities of different asset currency pairs, what's going in the financial market, global market. You will get all the data in here. Okay, so let's get back to our trading part. Let's talk about financial market once again. So for today, we'll be talking about a simple trading strategy. We'll be crafting this trading strategy. Let me tell you the name of the strategy once again. It is Kind-Martin strategy. You go to this A symbol, which is technical analysis symbol or pyramid kind of symbol is here. You click on this technical analysis symbol, go to the strategy option. Hello. You go to the strategies option and click on, let me just select the strategy. It's a Kind-Martin strategy. Once you press on enable option, everything will be enabled automatically. This is the trading strategy where majority of the clients know about this. Kind-Martin strategy. Now this trading strategy, you can use it for a minute duration time. Remember this team always used to have 1:2/3 formation. That means if you are watching the graph for a minute, your expiration time should be double or triple of it. Double or triple of it. Double or triple of it. Let's move ahead. Now the same trading strategy we can use it in Forex as well. Let's apply this and yeah, let's move ahead with the strategy. Now since the trading strategy has been applied, you can see only two indicators available in here. So the first one is parabolic. If it basically gives you the signal by confirming the dots. If the dots formation above the candle, that means the trend is in downward direction. If the dots formation below the candle, that means it's an uptrend. It's an uptrend. The second way we can see this MACD, we call it as moving average convergence and divergence. Okay, so Mr. Collins said, what does the dotted lines do? So they tell you basically the trend. If the dot formation above the candle, that means it is a downtrend, and if the dot formation below the candle, that means it's an uptrend. It's an uptrend. The second one is we have MACD. We name it as moving average convergence and divergence. MACD has been basically made by two different EMAs, EMA 7 and EMA 14. The default value are different one, but here we have changed this parameter to 714. In the strategy itself, we have changed this parameter. We can see this graph in the form of area. I'll tell you how to, if you do not have an expert or advanced or expert status client, I'll tell you how to use MACD and how to vary these parameters. Always remember this. We have MACD values for 714 and the signal line selected at 5. Okay, now let's understand how this trading strategy works. It's way easier to understand, and I believe you can able to understand it very effectively well. Let's try to take some live trades in my trading account, and we'll see what accuracy we will be able to get on this one. Okay, so let's try to find a signal. So the first signal that we will be confirming is If you'll see, if the area of this MACD is below 0, that means it is a downtrend. However, there is a slight change we can observe here. The area is started pushing itself into the upward direction. That means the uptrend is about to start. We can confirm this by checking the candle for 1 minute duration. Now it is again a downtrend formation. That means it's not a very good signal. Let's again switch to 5 minutes duration. I'll tell you how to take trade on this one. So remember, dear team, using this trading strategy, always try to take trades on the second dot itself, not on the first dot, because second dot is the confirmation of that specific trend. If the dot formation is above candle, and just watch MACD area below this. If you'll see, MACD area started pushing itself into the downward direction. That means downtrend is about to start. Here we could have opened up an downward trade. If you are watching the graph for 5 minutes duration, we can go ahead with the expiration time of around 10 to 15 minutes duration. And again, it also depends upon the strength of the candle. If it is a good one, then we can always decrease the time duration as well. Okay, so if you look at this second candle, see, there was a false confirmation on the second candle. It said that the trend was about to follow an uptrend, but whereas the second dot confirmation given us there is a not good opportunity to take an upward trade because the candle was red. So we need 3 signals at a time to take a trade on this strategy. Right now the market can be a little volatile. Okay, that's an amazing trend for gold. It is going on, so probably I would have made a good amount of profit on the forex trade, which is still alive there. On the second dot, no confirmation, so no signal. So let's try to switch between signals. Dear team, you can tell me the signals and I'll be taking trades on my live accounts. No signal in here. We have a standard variation in MACD. If we didn't find a signal for 5 minutes duration, we'll definitely switch to 1 minute duration and go ahead with 3 minutes expiration time. Remember this martingale approach. If you try to follow martingale approach, go ahead with just 4 approach. This is what I basically do. If you have an accuracy of around 1/4, that is which is equal to 25%, or 1/5, which is 20%, you will be able to recover all your funds. No trading strategy can be 100% accurate unless and until you start analyzing market. If you have at least 60% accuracy, that would be more than sufficient for you in the longer run to make profitability. Risk and reward ratio is something that you need to balance. Okay, we have a dot formation below the candle. That means an uptrend. There is a possibility for an uptrend, but there is a red candle formation which we can see, and MACD area is still on red candle. Okay, so let me just watch the candle for a minute duration. No signal in here. I believe on majority of the signals we probably are not getting them, but let's try to watch first of all every asset minute by minute, and then we'll switch to 1 minute duration graph. Okay, so for Apple, the stocks are really plumbing down, even though the iPhone 13 has been released due to the China's policy. The new Chinese policy was been launched. Okay, so there is a first dot confirmation. Red candle appearance is there. We need a green candle. We need to wait for the another candle. Let's watch it for a minute duration. There we could have a very good opportunity. Okay, not right now. Let's just watch it. Okay, so since we are having a very less frequent of signal, so let me just use my risk-free trade right now and go ahead with like 10 minutes duration. Yeah, let's go ahead with 9 minutes duration expiration time. Okay, we have taken a trade and our expiration time is around 9 minutes. Let's watch the market for this. Dot formation is above the candle. Okay, the candle is again a doji candle, it seems to me. The market seems to be very volatile. The doji candle formation seems to be here. Let's just open another trade on risk-free trade. This is not a very good signal because the candle formation is doji, dear team. You have to be very skeptical while taking trades on doji candle. Let's switch to some more assets and let's see our profitability afterwards. A very slim good signal. So, okay, it's a signal. Let's go ahead with the moderate amount of $20. in between the conversation, team. If you find a good signal, let me know. I'll be taking a trade on that. You can shuffle between the assets. Remember this, we have to open up a trade when there is a signal in the financial market. If there are no signal, there is no point in taking a trade on that. Let's look at how our trades are going on so far. Okay, 3 out of 3 seems to be profitable. Let's shuffle between the assets once again. On the second dot, we have a red candle appearance in here. So I'll be very skeptical while taking trades on this one. Let's skip this asset since it is a doji candle formation. On the third dot, it is showing the red candle, but the candle is very big. Now remember this, whenever any candles happens to be a very big, there will be some sort of corrections will be happening. So be patiently wait for the correction, or if you want, if you feel like it's a very big candle and there will be a recovery happening, skip the asset. If you are not very confident while taking trades on that one, so I will highly recommend you try switching between the asset. Let's look at our trades. They are still on the positive side. We still have some expiration time left with us. Okay, let's switch between the asset. Dear team, let me know which asset do you want me to take a trade on. I'll be very happy to gain some profitability from you. There is an uptrend going on. The trend direction is downward direction, so not a very good take a trade to. All right, for Asia Composite Index, there is a trend formation. Let's watch the candle for a minute duration, because I believe there is a lot of red candle formation happens to be here. See, the both signals are contradicting each other. If you watch the graph for 5 minutes duration, the strength is in upward direction. The dot formation is below the candle. However, for 1 minute duration, the signal is a very different one, or a dicey signal we call it as. This is the kind of signals we basically try to avoid. But if you want me to take a trade on this one, I can do that, but using risk-free trades. This is not a very good signal to take trades on. Let's go ahead with 2 minutes duration, because if you'll watch it very closely, dear team, we have a signal here which suggested upward direction trend, and for a minute duration the signal is quite opposite of that. It's quite opposite of that. Okay, all 4 trades seems to be profitable for us. That's amazing. Let's watch it once again. Second dot, red candle, downtrend. Okay, this is another confirmation for downtrend. Let's me reduce the amount and go ahead with the downtrend. Okay, let's watch it again for 5 minutes duration, whether it is confirming or not. On 5 minutes duration, the trend momentum is suggesting us in upward direction, so probably there is a probability of the trade a little non-profitability. Okay, let's wait for the expiration time first. No signal in here. I believe one of the trade will be negative and 4 seems to be profitable for us. What was the expiration time we selected on this one? A single minute duration. Probably this is the mistake which I have made. Remember this, team, 1 minute duration and 1 minute expiration time during the volatile market is highly not suggested from my majority of the time. If you try to give a little higher expiration time, which I have done in majority of my trades, okay, we can have a signal on this one. Okay, just let me confirm this. So there is a price correction happening. This is due to the major market update. I believe there will be some sort of collection happening, but we still haven't got any signal yet on it. Let's watch it for a minute duration again. Okay, so let's. Okay, my screen went black. Let me just. Okay, our screen went blank. Let me just reload the page. Okay, this is the very first time this has happened, or we'll need to clear catch your cookie if it is not been able to, okay, it's been there. So gold, right, the strategy has been removed. Let me just apply the strategy once again. The name of the strategy, dear team, it is kind Martin strategy. It's a kind Martin strategy. Yeah, after a couple of candle again the market started recovering, so it's not a good trade for us. Let's look at our trades, how they are going so far. Okay, we have Europe Composite Index on the profitable side. Nice. This was based on the strategy. Brent is also working effectively well for us. Boeing just started recovering. Okay, let's watch it. I believe it still have some probability to form a downtrend. Yeah, let's look at Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, I believe everything is working in our favor, team. One trade went non-profitable and one trade seems profitable. Four of them seems profitable for us. Let's quickly shuffle between assets once again. Okay, so let me read your comments. I'm so sorry, I was very indulgent in trading and unfortunately not able to read your comments. Mr. Collins said, is the graph really reliable or would it backfire on the trade? So it basically depends upon the way that you analyze. Financial market never works the way we want it to be. It works on the sentiments of the client, which are investing in that particular asset. And yeah, the graph is very reliable on Olymp Trade because every trade has been specially checked and thoroughly checked. In fact, you can check the quotes of a single asset at that exact price. You can see the quote history in here. Click the timing on whichever time you want to check the price of asset and you can see it in here. It will be completely visible in here, sir. Abhilash ji said, sir, please check commodity composite. Okay, let's look at commodity composite index. For 5 minutes duration, the trend is already started in the downward direction. Let's watch it for a minute duration. The trend is still going on. So kind Martin strategy is a trend reversal strategy. Wait for the trend to reverse and the double confirmation will be given by the parabolic dot itself. Dear team, are you enjoying today's webinar? If you have any question, please let me know. We are still taking some trades in my trading account and I believe we still have a very good opportunity to make profit on this one. So the correction is still happening in here. Okay, on the second candle there was a green candle formation, then there was a red candle formation. We haven't yet get that best signal out of it. Let's skip this one. Yeah, here we have a signal. Okay, let's go ahead with 7 minutes duration. A little higher time duration would have been better, but since for our webinars to end we have a very less amount of time available, so let's watch it together. No signal in here. I believe you guys are enjoying today's webinar. In next week I'll be coming up with a lot of good news for you, and yeah, we can have a good profitability during the time. I'll tell you especially how financial market works under different circumstances. So how many trades we have taken basically? 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Out of 6 trade, 1 is the risk free trade and 1 is non-profitable trade, so that means we are maintaining a very good accuracy, right? 3 and 4 trade seems to be profitable for us. Okay, as I told you, dear team, we need at least 60% accuracy to make money in the financial market. It's not difficult to make money. Using fixed time trades, you can use the same strategy in Forex as well. I hope you enjoyed today's webinar as much I did. I love, taking this webinar with you and trying to guide you on different aspects of trading. Next week, be very careful. Let me tell you once again, dear team. In next week, we have Fed interest rate, which has been lined up on 20th of September, in which there is a very high probability for basic dollar index before the release of this major economic news. The price of what we can say that the index can fall before basically start falling before, if we say 14 to 15 hours before that. A day before that, I also have observed that it started falling down. So be very careful about that, right? You can use it to maximize your profit. Always remember this: you have to understand financial market before jumping into the analysis part. Okay, we had an opportunity. Shall we take a trade on this one? What do you think, team? You can write the comment in here and we'll just take a trade on this one. All right, for today, this is the webinar for my end. Very happy to meet you after a long time. In fact, I enjoyed a lot today. I was missing you guys a lot, and yeah, it's lovely to see you once again. I wish you all the best for this week. Keep on trading, keep on making profit. Have a great day ahead and a happy weekend. Take care and have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.